Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. My name is Anne-Marie Jakovic and I'm in Oshawa, Ontario. And tonight, I'm making a card with the Shepherd's Care stamp set. So let's get started. Hope everyone's doing well. Okay, we're going to start off with a basic white card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. But we're going to cut this down using my trimmer. So I'm going to cut it down here to 3 inches. I'm going to put it on the score line. So let's say 4 1/4. And then I'm putting it down, I don't know if you can see that, let's see, 3 inches right here. I'm going to cut it down to 3 inches, which is hard to see on the camera. Did I do that right? Oh yes. And then I'm going to, and then, so you see I've just cut it to here, and then I'm going to trim off this way. I'm going to trim off along here. So let's put it to 2.5 here. So then it folds like this. It comes out like that. This you can use for another thing. Okay, so that's that. And then on here we're going to put some of the modern Christmas designer series paper. So let's just cut that piece. Actually, let's use my trimmer for that as well. So this is going to be, so this here is 2.5, so we're going to do 2 1/4. By 5 1/4. No, didn't do that right. Anne-Marie, you didn't do that right. Let's cut that again. Let's see if I can do it with this one. So, I can't do it with that one. Let's do that again. So it's going to be 5 1/4. By 2 1/4 this way. 2 1/4. Right. Why am I not doing this right? Is this 2.5? No, I didn't cut this down far enough. That's the problem. So this piece at the bottom, this piece here should be 2.5. So I didn't do that right. So let's do 2.5. I don't know what happened there. There we go. There we go. I'd done it right the first time. Did I? No. So cut this to 4 inches. I think that's 4 inches. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this one here is going to go here. Don't you love this paper? Okay. So let's just glue that down right now. That's part 1 out of the way after my silly mistakes. Oh, let's just do this. So this piece here is 2.5. This piece here is 2.25. So it's like a 1/4 inch all around. And if you ever have a piece that's not quite smooth, I just use my bone folder. Hopefully that will smooth out a bit. Okay, so then on the inside, we're going to use a piece of the same designer series paper, but this one we're using the gold, black and white stripes, and that's going to go right in here. So let's glue that down. Going to go like that. Okay, so then we're going to do some die cutting. Get my die cutting machine. We're going to use the arches. I love the arches, the everyday arches. Okay. So we're going to do 3 different arches. The first one we're using gold. And we're using the 4th largest of the dies, the arch dies. Let's just put that on. Gold one. Then we're going to do a basic black one with the next size down. The measurements are going to be in the description of the video down below. So the next size down would be this one. I love these arch dies. I would use them in every card if I could. Sorry about the squeaking. Okay, so that one goes there, and then we're going to do basic white. We're going to need two basic white, one for the front and one for the inside. So let's do this one with the next size down. And then we're going to do another one, but I'm going to stamp it first. So let's stamp this first. Okay, so we're going to use the shepherd. And we're going to stamp it in black. Oh, let's turn it over, do it again. There we go. Oh, wrong way. Okay, and then now we're going to use the same die. We're going to cut it to down here. So we're going to chop off the bottom part here. We're going to chop this part off. We don't need all of it. So let's spin this one through again, and we'll cut this one. I always like to stamp first, then die cut, so I know. Well, you could do it either way, I suppose. Sorry about the shaking. I decided not to colour this one because I wanted to keep it within the black and the gold and the white. So then that will go here. And then this will go on top like that. So I don't think we need the machine anymore. Get that out of the way. Glue these ones together. Put this one on the gold. And the white go like that. I'd actually thought about clear embossing on top of this, but then let me show you the one I did. Where did I put it? That looked too bad. See, it looked like that, and it was just too much, I thought. Okay, so let's bring it back over here. So we're going to just glue this part of it underneath. A little bit more. Make sure it's not as good on the back. There we go. That's that. So for this piece, we're going to stamp on this one with the black again. And we're using this stamp set here. It says, praying that you will feel the Good Shepherd's care in this season and throughout the coming year. I quite like that saying. Put it up near the top. And I'm going to put this one in here, about here. So when you open it up, you can see that. So let's glue this one down. About here. Let's hopefully that's okay. Yep, that's good. And you can write here, sign your name here, or you have this space here, you can write your message. Okay, so what's next? Let's cover my black ink before I put my fingers in it. So, I feel that this is a wee bit wonky, but it's okay. So then we're going to put some bling on. Oh no, we have to make the front sentiment. This one we're going to do Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth. I do need my die cutting machine again. And then we're going to use this little die here. So if you're making it, you could just cut it into a strip or use whatever die you have. I can't remember where I got this one from. I think it was, I'm not sure, I think it was during a celebration. I don't remember. Some tape so it doesn't move. hope everyone's having a good, well, it's the middle of the week, so I went out for a nice walk today. It was nice and sunny, which was good. Okay, let's get some dimensionals for that. Use the mini ones. You could do the same design with any designer series paper or pattern paper that you have. Just switch up the colors. Piece on earth. And then some blingy bling bling. These ones are the flower accents, but you can use them for this too. So use big one, put this one up here, I think. Then two small ones. Oops. All the way around, Anna-Marie. Let's just put that back down again. Pick it up again. One can go there. Oh, didn't stay. There. One on this side. Okay. So this is, let's do this. This is tonight's card. I hope you like it. It's a bit of a different kind of fold, and I like this part in here because it's same size, it's the same shape. So that's that. And here's the one I did earlier as well. So if there's any other type of cards you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm always looking for suggestions on what to make. Sometimes you get stuck in a, not a slump, but your mojo's left you. So if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see, let me know. And I will see you all soon. So I hope you have a great night. Okay, bye.